The File menu of Billing Pro allows you to open up the patient search and also the new patient creation window. File menu also allows you to go directly to the scheduler. And the default, of course, is today's view, today's daily scheduler view. The File menu also has a user management functionality, which allows you to create and modify user accounts or define roles for employees of the practice or update your password. Let's go to the user accounts section. On the user accounts section, we can create a new user account for another employee in the practice. Let's say we're going to create an account for John Smith. We can give him a user ID, so J Smith, and we'll assign a password. And we want to, of course, assign a pretty secure password because we don't want anyone else in the practice to be using John's password. Now we can also select the user rights of this individual. We have user roles on the right hand side. We can say he's an administrator, which will give him access to all of these functionalities, or an office manager, which will give him access to all of these functionalities. Or we can just give him access to all functionalities of Billing Pro. Let's say though that we don't want John to be able to delete any patients. Here we can go and find the patient data or practice and provider information, or find whatever it is that we don't want him to be able to delete, and we can uncheck the options for delete, for procedure or referring physician setup, and so on. When we've modified the changes to John's user account, we can just click Save. One other thing that we are also able to do is modify any existing account. So we find the person whose account we'd like to modify and just click on Modify. You'll notice that there are two options here, Active and Enforced to Change Password. Active simply means that the account is an active account, which means that John can log into the Billing Pro software today. If we uncheck this option, then John is no longer able to log into Billing Pro. We'll keep this option checked, but we don't need John to change his password. If we keep this option checked, when John logs in to the Billing Pro software, it's automatically going to force John to change the password. And let's give this a shot. I'll show you what this looks like. So we'll leave this option checked and we'll click Save. And now we'll just log out and we will log in as John. As soon as we go to log in, it's going to ask John to enter the old password and also provide a new one. And now it's telling me the password has been changed successfully, and now I'm logged in as J Smith, John Smith. Now, John Smith does not have access to go and create user accounts. So you'll notice when John goes into the File menu and the User Manager, John does not have the ability to create or modify user accounts. He only has the ability to change his own password. So I'll log back in as the administrator. The other options under the File menu include the Logout and the Software Exit button.